trying. Assisted slap.
Winners of this match and qualifying for Survival of the Fittest 2, your tag team champions, Tie or Die.
What is he doing? Oh my God.
In this match and qualifying for the Survival of the Fittest 2, Joseph Antonio Guerrero.
Harley looked to counter.
Moving on to Survival of the Fittest, the natural born killer, Trevor Strong.
Oh, he's got him in the clutch. I don't know if he's got enough leverage. His knees are under him. I don't know if he's got enough leverage. He's laying him out, it looks like.
Your winner of the match and qualifying for Survival of the Fittest, the certified boogeyman, King Ron Coleman. H5 Harrison is still granted qualification into Survival of the Fittest as well.
CCW, please welcome our heavyweight champion, Jay Abrams. And his affiliated of Abrams Army. How are you feeling before Survival of the Fittest 2 on Saturday?
I feel great. I'm prepared. I doubt my opponent's prepared. These people have no respect. If the boss was here, they wouldn't be treating us this way. That's right. Although sometimes we have the opportunity to use connections to get things done. In this case, it's a shame Abrams Army doesn't have a representative in Survival of the Fittest. That's not fair. How did this happen, Annie?
I don't know.
You don't know? Paul Bowser doesn't know. Chris Moore doesn't know. No one knows.
Did you consider getting good?
These men are professionals. I won't dignify that. Strings have been pulled. Heads have been gone over. Now we have a qualifier. How? P1, that's how. No one cares. They don't care. Jump. He's a wild man. Representing Abrams Army in the Survival of the Fittest qualifier, Iron Ike Watts.
Every chance, just like Ike felt right there, he thought he had it. Now he has to go back in and dig deeper and find what he needs to do to win.
And sometimes you even have to check that pride, because that moment where you underestimate your opponent, that's when the impossible could potentially happen.
You take your eyes off the target, you don't pay attention, you turn your back. That's one split second long enough that it's all over. Ike's turning his back to Castro. I don't know. That might have been long enough.
Ooh,
and
big
there he goes.
Splash to Castro in the corner there.
But
Dang.
I don't think he got all of it, because Castro threw up that back elbow and now he's got that boot up. That was that split second he needed.
Big running clothesline off the ropes.
And he still can't stumble him.
Ooh, Ike winds up.
He got him with the spinning leg lariat, though.
I can count on a few fingers the amount of times that Ike has been taken out, just like we just witnessed.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the opportunity now that if Castro's going to do something that will potentially put him in position for Survival of the Fittest, now would be that time.
Did you see that Ike had his knees up?
For the Swanton? And that was that opportunity because he took just a little too long. And there's the punch.
And it's crazy how that split second makes such a difference.
And Ike qualifies.
Your winner of this match and qualifying for survival of the fittest, Iron Ike Watts.
Representing straight out of Saginaw.
Tonight. Normally it's both of us.
I have the other half of straight out of Saginaw sitting right next to me.
Well, the littlest big boy is going to try not to get rabies tonight.
It is my greatest wish that Alex gets on the red eye back to Boston.
And stays there?
I think he'll go to Boston. That's an Augustana song?
Yeah, I think so.
Big shoulder block from Alex there. Up and over from Nick Green.
Oh, he learned that one from me. Nice Marufuji into a sling blade.
Ah, that is what my pattern recognition is detecting. I knew I've seen that from somewhere. Look at the speed, the agility.
A mizline into a tope. Wow, it's like I've seen this move before.
Nick is displaying a beautiful work of physics right here tonight in CCW. Alex calling for some stoppage like the coward he is.
This is a common tactic used by rabid dogs to gain space.
Yeah, their central nervous system is overrun by rabies.
Correct.
The littlest big boy will have to dig deep to overcome the rabid Lykan.
And the Lykan resorts to underhanded tactics once again, because as the theme of the night has been, what will you do to get to Saturday?
You know, an interesting thing about Alex Lynch is I don't know if he's ever won a match without Jonathan Presley being in his corner.
That is interesting. I'm excited to see what happens.
And speaking of Jonathan Presley, where is that scumbag?
I haven't seen him. Those mutton chops, I'd be happy if I never saw him again.
Maybe Alex put him on the short leash.
I don't know that he has opposable thumbs. He's a rabid dog, remember?
I'm surprised that Alex can even count as high as 3.
Oh no, he can't. That's why he looked incredulous.
That's why he looked to the official.
Exactly.
Alex might be monosyllabic, but he knows how to count to 3. Then that's all that matters in the sport of wrestling. Ooh.
And while he is a pain, he is quite the strong pain. And Nick's gonna have to dig a little deeper to win this match.
Big stomp to the back of Nick Green. You know, ooh, Nick
Big Boy
fighting up.
doesn't give up.
A few shots to the ribs of Alex. But the littlest big boy meets a big clothesline from Alex.
That's quite the meaty forearm in the line that he just took.
A big meaty forearm from a big meathead.
Agree.
Do you think he missed his next creatine dosage?
No, he might have overdosed on a few other things, though.
I mean, you mix a couple chemicals together.
And you get a Lykan.
Is he radioactive?
I don't know. If Nick grows hair, I'll let you know.
Nick with a surprise
Flash
roll-up.
pin.
Not enough to take the Lykan out, but certainly took him by surprise. Alex is bloodthirsty on the offense there. Nick has to create some framing or some space.
And Alex has to keep himself under control or he will be disqualified and be sitting on the sidelines on Saturday.
With this, I have to ask you, who let the dogs out? Who?
With Alex, isn't it more, ay?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Big fight, big might from the littlest big boy up and over Alex.
Into
Ooh.
a cutter. Well, we know it's always independent wrestling when we see a cutter.
Rock beats paper. And scissors beat paper. Nick looking to bring it home.
Choke slam. Oh, he's still got some life in him.
In comes Trevor Stroud.
Trevor Stroud.
Deep-seated history between Alex and Trevor Stroud. Swing and a miss. Can the littlest big boy take advantage of this opportunity?
Remember what I said about taking your eye off the prize?
Is that prize Alex?
No, the prize is Saturday. Littlest big boy doesn't give up that easy. Mark my words.
Alex practically foaming at the mouth. Littlest big boy finds his feet. Big sunset flip.
Your winner of this match, representing straight out of Saginaw, the big boy, Nick Green!
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
Your next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Weighing in at 230 pounds, from the concrete jungle, this is the Amazonga, Devon Riker. And his opponent. Weighing at 215 pounds, from New Baltimore, Michigan, reborn through the electric forest, he is electric and eccentric, Tommy Rinks!
here we go. Riker v. Rinks. Tommy's toughest match against him yet.
This is quite a hill that Tommy has to start climbing.
You know, but Tommy has exerted so much personal growth here over the last 6 weeks. You know, his experience at Electric Forest taught him so much. It jump-started the confidence that's just growing from his aura week in and week out.
I would completely agree with that. I think we've seen Tommy do the proverbial chrysalis into a butterfly, and the growth that, as you've mentioned, we've seen is exponential.
And Tommy doesn't need Red Bull to have wings. He grew them himself out.
He really did.
He really did, and I feel very honored to have witnessed that. You know, being in an experience like that really awakened him and brought him out on a whole nother level.
Tommy's using the best of his knowledge to take down a powerhouse like Devon Riker. Big kicks, big back elbows, because he knows he's not going to be able to stagger him easily.
You're so right, and Tommy's going to need to bring out every trick he knows to level someone like Devon Riker. And your paths have crossed with him before.
We have met on both sides of the ring. He is one of the greatest partners I could have asked to work with. Ooh, that was quite the chop. He was one of the best partners I could ask for, but he's also been one of the biggest adversaries. And my strategy when I worked with him was agility, 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 because one move could spell doom when working with or against an Amazonga.
And that is one person you do not want him to ensnare you into like a bear hug. One simple move like that could totally collapse your rib cage. Oh, nasty splash there in the corner of Tommy Rinks.
And if you watch closely, the intensity that Devon Riker brings in every movement, every match is unparalleled.
And I swear his pupils must be dilating, like there's something animalistic lurking inside Riker, and we're seeing it unfold in the ring before us now. And there are few people who have that level of intensity that we're speaking of, and it's amazing. Oh, Tommy looked to put Riker up on his shoulders. What was he thinking?
Well,
right?
I mean, obviously you're going to have to chop the tree down a little bit more before we start picking him up. While I know that picking somebody up and dropping them is often the most effective, sometimes you have to break them down a little before you take it that far.
I mean, the heavier they are,
the harder they fall.
Exactly. And that's something that you know all too well. I mean, you've had your fair share of challenges like that, but how do you overcome immense odds like someone the size of Devon Riker?
You have to want it more. And Tommy's growth, Tommy's resilience, Tommy's gonna find a way. We both know that.
Where there's a glow, there's a way.
Where there's an aura, there's a way.
And it's in moments like this that Tommy really looks within himself to overcome what seems like an impossible obstacle. Rolling out of the way.
Now. Sometimes with the tree, you have to chop the tree down by letting the tree make its own mistakes.
And Tommy looks to be connecting with that agility, dipping and diving out of the way of Riker. He does it! He does it!
There we go. He takes him down with a big Samoan.
That was almost a win for Tommy Rinks. Unbelievable.
Very late kick out by Devon Riker.
And an execution of such a finisher has to be absolutely perfect. The timing, the lining up. One simple mistake, it's all for nothing.
And one mistake can happen in a second as Tommy eats a uranagi.
Oh God, I would not want someone the size of Devon Riker.
Get out of the way, Tommy.
Get out of the way. Ah! Is Tommy okay?
There's no avoiding that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this match, the Amazonga, Devon Riker.
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
Captain matches. It is going to be 2 singles matches where both members of Ultra Divine will be taking on both members of Third Degree. If each singles match is won by the same team, they will get to pick the stipulation for survival of the fittest this Saturday. So, ladies and gentlemen, your next match is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Representing Ultra Divine, he is the Ultra Athlete, Darion Ultra! And his opponent. Representing Third Degree, weighing in at all of 2 pounds from the penthouse suite, this is the lead, Evan Encore!
Whoa, 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 the match didn't even start yet.
A lot of excess energy. Save it for the ring, boys.
Out the gate hot. But these 4 gentlemen have deep-seated hatred for each other. So
resentment even.
It's unsurprising that the animosity is just so abundant.
Right out the gate, a kick right into a tight headlock.
Headlock takeover for Darion. How do you get out of that type of pressure from the headlock takeover, Ray?
So sometimes it's as simple as relieving the pressure and turning away from it. Other times it's working your way out of it. It's finding a way through to a different pin. Sometimes, you know, with your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, it's sometimes when you feel that pressure is there, how do we relieve that pressure?
Well, you know, you have to take a moment to really dig deep because, well, that pressure, it sucks. Sometimes it can be very, very debilitating. So you have to find that way out no matter what it takes. And, you know, as above, so below. So, you know, you have to think from a different perspective.
Absolutely. Very tight wrist lock.
Smart use of that foot from Evan to level Darion there.
Into the arm drag, right into the ropes.
Yikes. And this is a captain's match. So each individual team, they must win their singles matches to decide the stipulation for survival of the fittest 2.
Right, and at this point, you can start to see where that resentment and animosity are going to come to a fever pitch, especially with survival of the fittest on the line.
The hits will be harder, the kicks will be unreal. Evan totally thought he had that one in the bag.
He did, and I only expect the intensity to build as this match continues to fire on all cylinders.
By my eye, that fist, it looked closed.
It was a little snug.
But it's survival of the fittest too, you know?
We have to do what we have to do to win.
The best of the best will be on this card. And neither of these teams will go down without a fight.
No, and we may see fighting right in the corner until that 5 count almost happens. We may see those holds put on and rope breaks a little bit later than we should.
Absolutely. I mean, you know what it takes to be on survival of the fittest too. Look, the journey that you've had over the last year to be in a match with Priscilla Kelly, that's intense.
It really is. That was a huge backbreaker that Evan just sustained.
And it comes down to things like that. Are you willing to break your back in order to have something you want so badly?
Are you willing to drive another person through this mat to take what you want? Because at the end of the day, I don't care what angle you're trying to sell me, you're taking what you want.
And in moments like this, all gloves are off. You have to be willing to do crazy things to another human being. Oh, big splash to the back of Evan. Encore, yikes.
While also putting your body on the line. So, in an essence, it's how much damage can you take while also delivering damage at the same time. It is survival of the fittest every time you step in that ring.
You know, and with each setback, how are you going to define yourself by the comeback?
Is the comeback going to be greater than the fall? Because I don't think anybody in survival of the fittest is going to have less of a comeback story than their fall.
And both Evan and Darion have to ask themselves some very serious questions.
And Darion is probably asking himself quite a number of questions after that rolling thunder into an X Factor.
And Evan is quite resilient on the offense.
The chops have really been ringing tonight.
Evan looking to line up, but he meets a big boot. Yikes!
Big boot.
Quite strong enough to collapse a windpipe. Jeez. Just stomping Evan mercilessly in the corner there.
And now you're starting to see a little bit of what I was talking about. We're going to start playing with that 5 count in the corner. We're going to start playing with those rope breaks just to get that extra edge.
Great play by Darion Ultra just to be so aware, as you were just saying. You know, and it comes down to what you know in circumstances like this.
How much can we bend the rules? Not quite break them, but how much can we bend the rules? How much can we take that paintbrush and play against the lines?
You know, and being able to decide your stipulations, that could heavily sway the outcome in their match on Saturday in Allen Park.
Big rope break by Evan.
Beautiful ring awareness, especially when, you know, he's on the receiving end of all of the punishment from Darion Ultra. Ooh.
Wow.
Blindsided by that shirt there. Immoral, but not illegal.
Exactly. Like I said, this is painting with a brush and finding the lines that you can scribble in.
And Darion being absolutely cutthroat, wanting to rip Evan's head right off his body. Ooh.
As we were talking about falls and comebacks, now it's Evan's turn to try to turn it around and to see if he can make his comeback great enough to take Darion down. Big Hurricane Rana. Big flying forearms. A big TNA kick from Evan into a big face buster.
Beautiful move from Evan Encore. So close to the 3 mark. But didn't quite get there.
No, and now is the time you put the foot to the gas. Now is the time you close it out.
Ooh. Big kick followed by a big knee. Didn't make that first kick, but he followed through with that second. Evan looking completely unhinged. Ray, what is it like in that moment when your eyes just fixate on that target and you know it's that time you have to do what you need to do?
You almost see red. It's exactly what you said. You do what you need to do. Big Death Valley driver from Darion.
Beautiful athleticism from Darion. So far, I feel like this match is pretty neck and neck.
It is. It's very even. At this point, it's going to take an opportunistic moment or some shenanigans.
Miles up on that apron right there. The back of the officials turned. Oh no. Evan seizing that moment. Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the first match and getting the advantage, Evan Encore! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to keep moving right into our next singles match, which is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. Representing Ultra Divine, this is Simply Divine, Dustin Divine. And representing Third Degree, this is the Massive Deal, Miles Montaigne.
It is, in fact, a massive deal that Miles Montaigne continues that momentum. In order for him to secure this win, it will grant the Third Degree the right to call their stipulation for this Saturday of Survival of the Fittest 2.
It is, and not only does Miles have an advantage immediately in feeling that he's on top of the world, Ultra Divine also is now off their game because they feel like they're flying from underneath.
Dustin has to work himself out of a deficit here. And anything goes in this match.
The hits potentially could be harder in this match.
Big
the lines
hip
will
attack.
be blurred even more because that stipulation means all the much more.
Big hip attack from Miles there, sending Dustin down to the mat. Big, nasty clubs to the back. I feel like he was suplexed so hard, he just might get up speaking German.
Or some variation of that.
He might stand up wearing lederhosen, right?
Ooh, and eat the feet. He might be drinking through a straw after that one.
I'm unsure if both of these men know what day It is. It is Thursday.
It's Thursday, same bad time, same bad day.
Third elbow drop in a row from Dustin.
And right as we saw Dustin about to find his stride, once again, Miles finds a way out.
Both Evan and Miles are great at taking an opportunity like that and using it to their advantage. And all it takes is that moment to take your eyes off that prize, and then the tides turn, right?
It really does. And while in the beginning we clearly saw Miles with an advantage, Dustin has evened it immensely.
That crossface is absolutely killer.
You can see the tension that Dustin is putting into Miles' back.
And Dustin has that left arm trapped, leaving him with only one option. That's to tap.
It is, but he let it go, choosing to work a little bit harder and relock it back in.
Dustin trying to rework the face of Miles there, beating him almost unrecognizable. If I was not mistaken, this still seems very, very, very personal.
And
I know that was.
somehow Miles is back on his feet, firing up with Dustin.
And I have a feeling that neither of them will stop until blood starts spilling.
Oh! Wow, huge Sister Abigail.
Close near fall for Dustin Devine there. His face looking incredulous. How do you regain momentum after what you feel like is an almost victory? Certainly that has some psychological effect, right?
It is. You almost have to just stay methodical, stay the course. You know what you want your outcome to be. Don't get distracted.
How do you reel in that frustration?
There are steps and plans in each of our game plans. So let me say it this way. There's steps and processes in each of our game plans, and it's important that you don't lose sight of those. Unfortunately, when we start to see things go off the rails, we've seen red for far too long, and we'll do whatever we need to do. As you can see now, Evan is causing a muck.
Clearly the in-ring action is turning into a brawl here. Dustin taking his focus off Miles, which could be detrimental. A ring scuffle outside the ring could potentially happen.
And that was the moment that Miles needed.
Absolute miraculous moment. Dustin just kicked out of what I thought was going to be a victory for Miles.
Dare I say, it is part of a tag team's responsibility that when your partner is giving it all in the ring, you do everything you need to do to make sure that your partner's focus can stay in the ring instead of the other opponent outside the ring.
And that must be incredibly difficult to accomplish in the heat of the moment where there's so many things going on and so many things being detected by your senses. Ooh.
Absolutely, big neck breaker.
Dustin Devine is still in this game. How is Miles still working through all of this pain?
I think you have to look at the type of competitor Dustin Devine is. He's an apex predator, if you will, but he's in great shape. His conditioning is at the peak, and yet Miles is still keeping up with him because of his sheer size.
You know, and Miles also has that flair, that finesse. He is really aware of how to twist and manipulate joints. Ooh, looks like
Things are breaking down now outside the ring and potentially inside the ring.
Could this go to Dustin Devon?
Dustin takes him out with a big bicycle kick.
Your winner of this match, representing Ultra Divine, Dustin Devon!
Tension's running high and continuing to get chippy.
If we didn't reach a boiling point tonight, we will at Survival of the Fittest too. If only there were people who could break up these two
Only
fighting.
we had more refs.
F is the
Hey, I'm Holly. I am the owner of Green Time Workshop and a proud sponsor of CCW. If you're looking for natural bath and body products that don't dry out your skin and don't cost a fortune, Green Time Workshop is your place. Not only can you come in and buy great products like natural soaps and lotions, you can even make your own. And online, you can actually create custom orders that we will make and send right out to you. So check us out at greentimeworkshop.com. Enter this code, save 20%. See you soon.
This is your main event of the evening. This is going to be an 8-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
I don't like the guy, but I like the music. Absolutely not. Keep walking.
weighing in at 215 pounds, from Las Cruces, New Mexico, this is the name brand, Joseph Antonio Guerrero. And his tag team partners,
Oh, look, it's the most overrated
this is the
group
team
in CCW.
of Iron Ike Watts, to Shook the Terrible, your CCW heavyweight champion, the big gun Jay Abrams. They are Abrams Army.
You forgot to call him pretentious.
and their opponents. Weighing in at 305 pounds, from Coldwater, Michigan, he is the certified boogeyman, King Kong Coleman! And his partner. Weighing in at a crisp 215. He is the natural born killer, Trevor Strud. And their next teammate. He is the CCW All-Media Champion from Allen Park, Michigan, the Edge Runner, Jack Delaney. And their final partner. Representing straight out of Saginaw. Coming to you from straight out of Saginaw. He is the big boy, Nick Green.
Stoplight, that could be a new tag team. Except you're already part of one. Don't get any ideas.
It feels like an age-old battle of good versus evil,
You know,
Ray Larson.
You know, the good team isn't exactly what I would have put together, and they look a little ragtag, but they go.
Joseph Antonio Guerrero is a former all-media champion.
Already some infighting on Jay Abrams' team.
Unsurprising.
Like we were saying, what does the P stand for?
Oh, you know what? I feel like I finally decoded that mystery. I feel like the P stands for pretentious.
Absolutely.
Pretentious one.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No one knows what it means, but it gets the crowd going, doesn't it?
And the crowd goes mild.
Our first lockup here between Joseph and Trevor Strud. And I heard a different nickname for Trevor Strud. I don't know if you've heard this one before.
I don't know, have I?
On the street, he's known as the natural born killer.
Ooh.
But did you know that his close and personal friends refer to him as the natural born thriller?
That's provocative.
And he is actually a huge Michael Jackson fan. That's where that came from. And I feel like if everyone asked Trevor Strad to moonwalk, he would.
I wish he'd hear us so we could see if he could moonwalk.
That's funny. Guerrero went for his signature, "What's my name?" You know, he's a self-named brand, and everyone collectively cheered Trevor Strad.
Is that because he's been hit in the head so many times he doesn't remember his own name?
I have a feeling he doesn't even know what day it is.
Oh, that's a good estimate. Trevor flies in with a splash.
Taking Joseph's back
Nice back
easily.
suplex.
Trevor has a
Beautiful
lot
belly to back.
pent-up frustration, especially against the self-brand Joseph Antonio Guerrero.
Oh no. It's no.
Joseph
Fists look a little tight from Joseph.
Joseph really vicious on that attack. But Trevor reversed and put Joseph in the corner.
I think that chop took him back to Vietnam. Tag.
In comes the CCW heavyweight champion. You know, it's funny because both Trevor Strad and Jay Abrams, they used to be on the same team.
Trevor saw how pretentious Jay was, though.
And Trevor has really displayed such character development over the last year.
Oh, look. A preview of Saturday's main event.
That's right. Going title for title and winner take all.
While I am intrigued by this matchup, perhaps one of the main events that I'm more interested in.
You know, Jack Delaney, he has basically atomized himself and rebuilt his life back up from ground zero. And the person he was 365 days ago was not the same person we see here.
No, he has persisted. He has found a way to win. And he is, from all the fights with Jag, from now meddling with Jay Abrams, but he's on a whole new level.
And Jay Abrams, he takes a different path.
He does. It's often violence.
You're right. And sometimes the path to the championship, it's a brutal one. You have to make decisions that not many people are willing to make, especially at the sacrifice of another person. But Jay Abrams, he does that with zero conscience intact.
I was actually just about to say the same thing. One might assume Jay doesn't even have a conscience.
Ike off the ropes, met by a clothesline from Coleman. Coleman attempts that pinfall. You know, and unsurprising, earlier in the night, we saw somehow Ike Watts, he won his qualifier match. I don't know who he spoke to, who he shook down, but.
And he won it without cheating.
But do you really think that Abrams' Army would not be featured on Survival of the Fittest 2 somehow?
I think that come hell or high water, Jay Abrams' team was going to make their entrance at Survival of the Fittest. Whether they spoke to someone in the back or they beat somebody into unconsciousness.
And our first dual champion will be announced at Survival of the Fittest 2. Like, you know, Survival of the Fittest, it's the best of the best, and only the best will stand out. Coleman
Jay Abrams' team is doing a great job isolating Coleman in the corner.
Joseph really laying the boots and the forearms to Coleman there. Smart decision of Trevor to intervene. What is Joseph doing with that shirt? The back of the official turn. Oh, come on.
I'm not surprised to continue to see these underhanded tactics from Jag.
And Joseph is really skilled at the mind games. And what do you think the odds are that this ref was hired by Abrams' Army? Certainly that's not out of the realm of possibility.
It's not. Now Jag made a huge mistake by attempting to splash Coleman and paid for it dearly. And Nick is now making the most of his opportunity with a triple of leg drops.
Big quad movement from the littlest big boy.
Agree. Cutting off the ring and keeping Jag isolated.
Joseph looks to steal a move and reverse it on the littlest big boy.
He quickly turns it around. But the natural-born killer is there to break it up.
I didn't see a legal tag, at least not from my advantage.
The ref has lost complete control of this match.
It's hard to know what is going on here. I'm kind of confused. The ref. Oh no.
I'm not surprised to see this match break down into chaos.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match has been declared a no contest.
Oh come on! Certainly that's not the way to end the very last show before Survival of the Fittest 2. This is a travesty. Oh, there's so much going on. Everyone's attacking each other like bodies are hitting the floor and leaving indents on our arena floor here. There's just so much violence unfolding before us. Come on, the bell rang. The match was
anyone
thrown
gain
out.
control?
And no one is listening. Oh God, Jack Delaney sacrificing himself before his main event on Saturday. Come on. Oh God, in come these two.
Here comes Amazonga and Rabid Wolf.
This feels familiar. Calling back to our show in Roseville in July. Both Riker and Alex practically dispatched Trevor Straw, giving him more injury than he's had. Come on. What is the meaning of this? Come on, in comes Chris Moore! In comes Chris! This is the first time we've seen him in a very long time, since July, actually. If anyone can regain any semblance of control, it is Chris Moore.